Alright, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back into your How to Break Your Champions corner with Kreepers. Today, I'm here to show you how Imani is actually still busted, possibly even more busted than before. A lot of people are all upset about the internal cooldowns that were given into her loadout, into her base kit. Not base kit, sorry, her cards, which it kind of nerfs a little bit of the fire cannon's playstyle. But what if I told you that it's actually worse than before? Because while everybody's looking at cards that insist on changing cooldowns by using your change of stance, I've actually found a way to reduce the cooldown of the fire cannon without having to worry about that card of this changing stance. Let me explain it further by giving you a visual. So essentially, a lot of people were going with the stuff. So it was a loadout like this here. Not this one, actually. I had something around here somewhere. It's the one that would basically... it's this card right there. It's Draconic Will, right? So this card now has an internal cooldown. And everybody's like, oh my god, they nerfed it. So now we have a change of stance. We can actually change it. But we can't spam it anymore because it only works every 5 seconds. What if I told you, you don't need that? You're going to have this. That's right. Let me turn off the camera so you look at the first card. Cooling Runes. Dealing damage with Frost Bomb, a Bolt, reduces the cooldown of Inferno Cannon by 2.5. Now, if you guys remember, a while ago they decided to increase the fire rate of the Ice of Imani, which means that if you hit successfully these Frost Bolts, you essentially need around 3 bolts to get a full fire cannon back. Now, this is with Chronos 3, however, but Draconic Will is still there every 5 seconds or so, and that is more than enough time that as soon as you stop using the fire cannon, you press the elemental shift, immediately removing 2.4 seconds, and then you get a couple of shots for the next 2 to 5 seconds, you go back into fire stance, use your fire cannon, and by the time you're over, Draconic will be triggered again. So, let's get into it. So, Discipline is right there. It's going to be just passively reducing cooldown for a movement ability every 5 seconds or so, just so we can move around. You can switch this card with Swift Seer. In fact, I'll change it up just so you to have an idea of how this is going to affect, and then we're going to change it here back into that Splitting Ice with that loadout, right? And now I'm going to go without Chronos first, so that we can see potentially what the combo looks like. So the combo is pretty simple. You go with Fire Cannon. As soon as you're done, you switch it back, get a couple of Frost Bolts, and you got your Fire Cannon back. And then you cinch it back, and Fire Cannon.
Double kill. Triple kill.
And so you see here what I'm doing. This is without Chronos, however. Now, I could go Chronos and just make it even worse.
Double kill. Rampage. Triple kill. Quadra kill. Lucky number 7. Pentakill. Hexakill. Savage. Hexakill. Hexakill. 11 would be their whole team.
So there you go. It's pretty good. It's very good. In fact, we can actually even change it and even do a little bit of a thing. Instead of that, just that, we can actually go here, and when you use the fire cannon, right, the Inferno Cannon, we can increase the mana generation of Inferno Cannon, meaning that without even having to use ice, we can just...
I guess your 13 is their battle. Double kill.
Yeah, you increase the mana,
Triple kill.
meaning free shots with ice.
Quadra kill. Pentakill. Hexakill. Hexakill.
And you can even go as fast as...
Hexakill.
If you time this out correctly and you have enough mana,
Triple kill.
you can send out a fireball right before the fire cannon. So I would say she's not dead. You can even go further and not have that, and instead of whatever the Swift Seer is, you can actually go with the other card that reduces the cooldown of the Frost Bomb by hitting with the fire. But essentially, where you're only going to be using the ice to reduce the cooldown of the cannon, so that's not really essential. But you can do a loadout around this. So whatever you guys are thinking that internal cooldowns on these cards just kill that playstyle, Let me stop you right there, because that is not true. However, there is one counter to this, and that is a lot of shields. Because, as you can imagine, shields do not allow you to use the card's cooldown, to reduce the cooldowns or trigger the cards or whatever. So if there is a lot of shields on the enemy team, you might have to go with something different. But we're going to try to go into a normal match on a custom, and maybe just to see how ridiculous this can be, I'm going to ask my my viewers who are going to join that custom to not take any shields whatsoever. Like, just a card, or just, you know, just, it can happen, right? Having an aura, maybe a Zon, and no shields whatsoever, so that I can actually try to trigger these cards as much as possible. It does not work on deployable, so maybe an aura and Zon might not be the best decision either. But we'll see exactly when we get there, we'll figure it out. So I'll be right back. All right, here we go. Splitting what? Splitting ice. And I'll go with this loadout. We'll go with this. I might go with some nimble, and then we're probably gonna have to go with something like kill to heal or some crap to at least have some sustainability.
Yeah, they've got targets on their backs.
Swap stance. I'm actually, I don't understand why they ever had a cooldown to begin with. As for ice being this fast, I still haven't gotten used to the idea. That's mainly part of the reason why I stopped playing Imani so much.
3, 2, 1. They asked for the best. Let's give it to them.
Frost, take 4. Enemies behind you.
Wanted to run away, but there was a Betty behind me. I thought that she wouldn't go all the way through that tracking and that pathway there.
Enemy killing spree.
Frost, take 4. Behind us.
Good. Ah. Have to deal with a Zon first to get to the others. I need to get to the Fury and the Betty. Unfortunately, we don't have enough people on PDS, so it's a 3v3 scenario, so there's a lot less squishies here. They're all dead. Let's go. There's apparently damage fall off into the fire now of the dragon, which I actually believe to be the logical thing, but I don't think they announced it, so some people might be upset. Okay, where that came from? I didn't know where she was. Probably gonna have to go here some resilience, start building some of these items already, so it can have some effect. I'm the only one that keeps having this missing, like my hands going invisible kind of BS happening with the money. Oh, I think it was. Oh no, it was the Fury actually. I thought it was the Betty was gonna kill me there. But you can see here that you can spam the Inferno Cannon as much as you please. Biggest problem about this, I think, it's the lack of the cooldown reduction on the frost bomb.
Enemies behind you. You'll regret that.
Got that mana giving me an extra fireball there.
Enemy killing spree.
Let's trick him to come back here.
Flames of freedom.
They need to fix the bug that it doesn't, like, it doesn't allow us to see our own. Nope, he ain't gonna get me. Where you at? Just gonna pop in from there.
The song was seen there too.
Right now, freedom fighters. Enemy killing spree.
Come here, Furia. That frost bomb just blew up right behind her. And because I was stunned, it didn't do anything, or is it my impression?
Show them no mercy.
Okay. Alright. I'm being hunted. Yeah, I'm being hunted. Okay.
We endure as always.
Enemy rampage.
I win.
Fates.
Eyes in the skies.
How much DR does Azan have, honestly? Like, how much DR, how much ignoring H cauterize does this man have? Because it feels way more than what we're told about. Not paying attention. Oh, okay. That's why they were. That's why the Jenna ulti there.
We endure as always.
I don't think we can pull this back, but
Right now, freedom fighters.
got an Azan trying to hunt me. Oh, you shouldn't have got me here, boy. Is this doing damage or is it my impression? How many hits did I hit directly that were doing 0 damage? BDS is a mess. Oh my god.
Show them no mercy.
I'm stuck. Dude, I am doing 0 damage some of the times with my my ice bolts. What is going on right now? He's one shot, get him. I hate the fact that the dragon cannot, like, does not have movements to left and right. It only goes, like, forward, back, down, up. Because, like, we don't use your D and your A key.
15 seconds.
That's too far away there.
10, 9, 8, 7,
Ah, dude.
4, 3, 2, 1. Coin has 2 sides.
Oh, but there you have it, folks. If you want to play Inferno Cannon, it still exists. All you need to do is just swap your cards. But on that same point there, the gameplay was like 10 minutes long. So how about we go into live servers and I try to replicate this exact same thing. Now, they will be a bit harder because obviously you have the cooldown nerf they did to the Inferno Cannon. But I wanted to try to build something as remotely as possible as this. Go into live servers where there's a lot more stability and try to test it out there and see how it works. This is the loadout. All right, this is the loadout. Cooling Runes 5, Draconic Will 4, Discipline 1, Arcane Flame 1, and then Swift Seer 4. You don't have to go with this one because like 0.5 seconds, whatever. You can actually go with something as, I don't know, the speed on the glider, maybe? Could be. Or put in the shield, maybe HP. The damage is like, meh. I think I would just put the permafrost there. Yeah, I'd probably put the permafrost there just to make that orbs, because you're like locked out of the your hands, right? Like you're locked out. The frost bomb goes and you're locked out. So if you make it faster, that's less lockout time. So I guess that one is very, very, very valid. Very, very valuable. Sorry, that's the word that I wanted to say. So I'll see you guys in a second when we get a match on live servers. Okay, so here's the loadout. This is going to be the closest thing possible, because we need that affinity to be in base kit, so we're going to use 5 points on it. We're going to have the Chronic Will at 3, but our point is not going to be switching up and back and forth the Elemental Shift, because remember, there's going to be an internal cooldown. But I want to use the Cooling Runes as much as possible together with Chronos, and the fact that, you know, we're going to send a couple of shots to reduce the cooldown of it. It's good that it actually, now that I think of it, it's cool that it actually does reduce it twice, like going back and forth from fire to ice and ice to fire, because the lacking change that they did for the cooldown reduction of the Infernal Cannon is now lower by 2-3 seconds or whatever it was, and this compensates for it. So this essentially is going to be as close as possible to what we were just doing on live servers, but we're going to do it on not live servers, but we were trying to do on PDS, but we're going to do it on live servers. All right, we're back into the recording now. We're back into the game now. Obviously, ice is nerfed, so I can't really change that, but we can, however, use this. So let's go for Chronos. I will not be going for Nimble because I might have to actually go with something else. Does Cripple stop the fire cannon? I don't remember.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Because it's not really a movement ability. I mean, you can use it for movement, but is it the movement ability?
Get them off the point. Please heal me. Time to ice things up. All right, enough rest. Time to get back out there.
Okay, I've never effectively used this. And the effects on this are pretty awkward. Holy mama. I don't got no speed. I think that's the thing, the element I'm missing here. It's the speed on the Frostfire Glider. But one thing I'm noticing is that it feels like a bit slower here than on PDS. You see with the bug I was saying about the entire... What's it called? The entire, missing the hands going invisible thing?
Teamwork makes the dream work. Time to ice things up. Those aren't so cool. Phew, that was a close one.
So the change of the stance is pretty much the same.
Stay blessed. Incinerate them.
Oh, this is so like weird to use the ice with this.
All right, enough rest. Time to get back out there. Burn with that. We'll let you have it.
All right, that was pretty wild. How did she kill him? Was it exterminate?
Killing spree.
I knew you were gonna do that. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go after this Zen, and he's gonna ult me as soon as I'm on the Inferno Cannon. We can ult, but I don't think I want to ult with them. Oh god, can we run away?
Hanging in there, but... Enemy
What is he
double.
playing? Is he playing Heft? No, he's playing the
Enemy
the
double.
so long text that I can't even read the goddamn title.
Can't even stop me.
And I just lost momentum. And shields, like I said, a bit of a counter there. Gonna send this Frostfire Glider there. Not glider, the fire bomb.
Incinerate them.
Enemy double kill.
So close, dude. Let's go for perhaps Haven and kill to heal. That guy's dead.
Double
They're
kill.
both dead. We got a 10-second cooldown now. Gotta go for this. He's trying to get me. I need that shield out of the way. Thing is, can you flank me, Mr. McGaw?
Killing
There is the drop off there. I think that's what... I don't know why people would want this to be fully effective from all distances. I mean, it's kind of stupid in my opinion. Oh, okay. Somebody flanked me and nobody noticed that. Oof. Part of the reason I also don't like to play Imani.
Guess who's back?
Guess who's back? And there's also a bug currently on live servers that if you ult, people can, and they will see your HP bar. I don't think the Zen noticed me. Great.
Enemy double kill.
Go. Why am I so slow? Why am I so slow? What the hell is going on? Why did it feel so much better on BDS in the here? Fireball. Fireball.
Incinerate them.
Oh! Do I need like Numble or some crap?
Enemy killing spree.
Why is she so damn slow? But on PDS, it felt so damn good. Was it? Did I have the card for the Frostfire Glider? Or is there some sort of a bug that I don't understand here? She felt so much better on PDS than here.
Time to ice things up. Double kill.
A dance of life and death.
Enemy double
Oh
kill.
god. We're gonna lose.
Enemy killing spree.
No. Unfortunate. Well, but either way, for some reason, PDS feels way better with Imani than in on live servers for some reason. I don't understand. Like, the fire cannon is super slow. I gotta go back and recap the cards that I was using, but I don't think I was using the card to like the speed of the Frostfire Glider. Was I? I don't remember. Or was I? Wait, I had 4 points on the Inferno cannon, didn't I? On the speed while using the Inferno cannon. Maybe that's the issue here. Oh lord. Well. Doesn't matter. Either way, folks, so as you can see, there's still a possibility for you to spam Inferno Cannons with Imani. Not all is lost. Don't be so upset, okay? There is a possibility to also have some changes in the future. They might lower down the internal cooldown just to allow people to still use it a bit more. But yeah, it felt much better on PDS. I am not 100% sure. It might be what I'm saying about the Inferno Cannon speed card, because I by default, right, I already use it so much that I just completely forget that I didn't have it in. Yep, I have it. Swift Seer. I had that, I think, at 4 points or something like that, and I completely forgot it. But then again, I mean, how would I effectively make this entire thing work unless I took Affinity 1 point, since we're going through Cronus 3, and we are. Might as well just put there, at least like 40% is way better than nothing. That one still has to be Arcane Flame, and then, you know, there you go. That's pretty much it. So if you guys want to still have fun while Imani is on the live servers and still get used to the new playstyle, this is probably the best set of cards for it. If you want to go on PDS and test out what I was talking about, the first build of the video should be the one you should test out. And if they end up changing anything in the future, you know, putting maybe some like internal cooldown on cooling runes or some crap, I will do another video about it, very much likely. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, have a wonderful time. I'm out. Bye-bye.